everyone, welcome to Bec Tarot. My name is Ashley and today I'll be providing you with an all signs reading for how your person is currently feeling about you. Okay, so I'll be starting from Aries all the way to Pisces. Do check out your placements in Sun, Moon, Rising as well as Venus for a more accurate reading. Okay, so timestamps will be left down in the description box below as well as in the comment section. And let's get started. Hi Aries, so let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So right off the bat, I can tell you that this feels like a connection where the person has mistreated you and then they kind of regret it, but in a way where it's kind of brought upon them in this situation. They realize that they've been a piece of shit, and then it's I won't really say regret, but there's definitely remorse, okay? But at the same time, they are coming up with excuses to justify their actions. So in their feelings, we have the Empress being clarified by the Star as well as the Five of Cups. I see that despite them having emotions towards you, they do not really want to nurture and give in into this connection. They do not really want to heal what has been gone, what has been left behind. And before we continue on, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. So what this tells me is a lot that the both of you may not be in communication right now or is currently distancing from each other. Okay, so afterwards, at how they see you, we have the Four of Pentacles being clarified by the Six of Wands as well as the Nine of Swords in reverse. So before I can continue, I just want to tell you that this is how they perceive you to be like. This is not how you really are. So they see you as someone that has already restricted and containing your own energy, conservating your energy from them and not wanting to give in like how you did. They see you as someone that is no longer being affected by the connection on what they did, on like their actions towards you in the past. And the Six of Wands over here is giving me then the vibe of like someone who's just putting themselves out there and having zero care about the person that was the past, the person that was like, there's just no future. Like, this is what I'm getting, like the person that has mistreated you in the past, like, why should I even give you like my energy, like my attention, when you don't even give two shits about me? Those type of like feeling. Okay, so afterwards, we have the actions they plan on taking. We have the Knight of Cups being clarified by the Four of Wands as well as Knight of Wands. I see that this is like a player that has already like changed their ways. Does that make sense? It's like they kind of met you and you're kind of different from other people that they have met in the past. Because perhaps this is what I'm getting. The people in the past, they were kind of needy, they were kind of clingy, but when they met you, you show them that they aren't really the shit. They aren't really the shit that they think they were or they think they are. You kind of put them in their place. Perhaps you have like talk to them like, hey, you're not a really nice person, whatever you're doing, like I do not really appreciate it. And it was so astonishing that like they were just surprised, they were shocked, like, wow, you're so different in a way, and how is it possible for someone that isn't as clingy and needy as how the others that I was with? It's a very different type of feeling. And you kind of, I keep getting brought it upon them. I feel like, okay, so earlier on when I was shuffling for this row, the Justice card as well as the Eight of Wands came out, the Eight of Wands in reverse, but I put it back in the deck because like I didn't feel like that was the card that was it, but what I feel with the Justice as well as the Eight of Wands in reverse, what this tells me is really unexplained karmic justice happening to them. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse over here, once again, it really feels like in the past at least, or before they met you, they were a downright player, and they right now want to pursue you in the near future and to bring you some form of stability with the Four of Wands over here. But how are you going to react to them is really depending on you. But I'm getting that the majority of you Aries is not going to give two shits about them. Okay, so we have channel messages from a person, and I see that they want to tell you that they love you unconditionally and they wish they had treated you better. So it's exactly like what I've mentioned earlier on. It's really karmic justice bring upon them, and they see that there's actually a possibility where someone doesn't really need them as much as they think they were. So once again, in the past, their pursuers or whatnot was really kind of clingy or needy and kind of chase them, even though they're not really the one or they're not really nice, supposedly. But you know yourself, you love yourself, you treat yourself better than anyone else. And I feel like this person, when the both of you were together or dating, they didn't put you a priority and you're like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, this is not the type of relationship that I want to be involved in. And you retreated your energy from them. You distanced yourself away from them, and that kind of brought them down to the realization that, oh my god, like, I need Aries because I need their validation. Because, like, what the fuck? Like, nobody has ever done this to me. Like, they can't even explain how it feels. So we have with the channel messages one card that came out in reverse. Upright says, I hope that you can forgive me one day. But then it's in reverse. So it really does feel like when they do come and pursue you and explain themselves, I feel like it will be brought upon with lots of charisma. Okay, lots of like, hey, I should have treated you better. You see, then I should have treated you better. I didn't know like how much you meant to me. Like, I still love you. All of that. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But with this with this reverse card, they don't even feel that you will forgive them for what they have done to you. They do not even have that expectation. They kind of know deep down that you wouldn't. Because perhaps what they have done to you, right, it was so bad that you can hold grudges against them, and they do not even have faith that once again you will forgive them. But I do feel like they will come back with lots of charisma, and if you want to turn them down, good on you. If you want to get them back, explain yourself, okay? So this is all I have for you. I really hope that it resonates with you. Do leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me. Goodbye. Taurus, so we'll see how your person is currently feeling about you. So in their feelings, is being represented by the devil in reverse, being clarified by the hanged man as well as the 7 of cups. So I see that this person that you're currently dealing with, or the person that is on your mind while you're trying to watch this video. I'm sorry, I have to adjust the camera because it's very irritating. Like, this person that you're dealing with has some commitment issue, okay? They have some commitment issues and they're kind of conflicted whether or not they should give it their all in this connection, and it's most likely they do not want to, or else why would there be a commitment issue, am I right? So the devil upright in relationships like this can represent lust, can represent about obsession, about distasteful, like, you get it, like obsession, this type of things. But with the devil in reverse, this tells me a strong, pungent, I'm just gonna say pungent even though it does not smell, like a downright huge aura, huge vibe of I do not care. I do not care to give it my all. I do not care about anything. I will just be like the hanged man, stay there, observe you, maybe like I'm not gonna do anything about it. Like, why should I? They can't really think about anything to bring up too. So how they perceive you to be like is being represented by the Fool, and it's being clarified by the 7 of Wands as well as the Death. So before I begin with how they feel about you, I want to let you know that this is how they perceive you to be like. Okay, this is not how you are. So they feel that you're someone who's very carefree. Okay, carefree to the extent where, you're kind of careless. What does that mean? So it kind of means like with the 7 of Wands over here, you're kind of blocking them out, you're kind of being very defensive. Whenever they are near your presence, you're like, no, I'm not going to speak to you. You're just fighting against them, and you want to have a new beginning in love especially. So whether or not this is a new beginning in love with them, I do not think so. Okay, I feel like you just can't wait to be in a different relationship, in a relationship where someone who will treat you like how you deserve instead of what this person can offer you with, because they do not seem to care, to be honest. And the future actions is being represented by the Strength in reverse, being clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, as well as the Five of Pentacles in reverse. What this tells me is a lot are not willing to hold back. They are just going to come back and tell you something that they want to release. It's a lot of closure. They want to bridge off the they want to close off the gap, that's what I mean, and give you some sense of closure. But what I'm getting is more for their parts more than benefiting you. Okay, and then with the Page of Swords in reverse being represented by the overall energy in this reading, and at the bottom of the deck, what this tells me is a lot, and once again, I do not care. Page of Swords upright tells me something like stalking you, stalking your profile on social media, looking through your pictures, thinking about you, wondering what you're up to. Page of Swords in reverse tells me they're not really learning about you, not really learning about whatever that's going on, how you are, what kind of person you are, the absence, how has it been treating you, how has it been hurting you, nothing like that. They are just very focused on themselves, and I see that once again they have some form of commitment issue. Not sure whether or not they are trying to pursue something else beyond this connection, be it in the more tangible beings, like their career, like their studies. I'm not that sure because it's not really being shown, and this is a collective reading, so I can't really tell you what's what. But all I can say is that this person that you're dealing with, besides them not being committed, okay, not really having a mindset of being in a relationship, what I'm getting is that they are kind of logical. Okay, so I feel like no matter how much persuasion, can't really change their beliefs. This is what I'm getting. And to consider that the Seven of Wands is in the middle of the reading of the tarot spread, it's a lot of very defensive energy. It's like a tug of war between the both of you. You're pulling your ends while they're pulling your ends. Who will win when the both of you are just giving the same form of effort in defending yourself? I feel like perhaps you defending yourself is alone. Why are you not committed to me? Like, I have done so much for you. Well, they're like, no, you have to understand, like, this has happened to me, blah blah blah, I can't commit. Like, the both of you just do not meet in the middle ground, okay? Just do not have the common type of understanding, despite you potentially trying to. But they will not give in, so why should you? And before I begin with the channeled messages, I just want to let you know that when you have to persuade someone to love you, what does that say? You know, sometimes we think about the person that we love, and we think that, wow, you know, this is the person that I love, blah, 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 they're so nice, you know, like there's a connection, the both of us can speak the same things, the conversations are so attractive, there's charisma, blah, 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 there's chemistry, yada, yada, yada. But when their actions show how they want to shower us with, how they want to nurture into the connection, okay, that is the reality. If they do not give two shits, that just tells them, that just shows that they do not want to be with you. They do not want to nurture into this connection with you. Because no matter what, someone who is really, really into you will put in a lot of initiative and effort to make it happen. You don't have to persuade them to make the connection happen, right? And when you have to, what does that say about you? Are you so needy of validation? I do not think so. Yeah, you sometimes, like, situations like this, I understand, but it's a lot on how we perceive them to be. But you have to think from a more objective point of view, where it's more of like how we had, like, whatever we had, it was a figment of my own imagination, and how they really have been treating me, not putting in enough effort, not responding to my messages like on time, like something is up, they ghosted me, yada yada, like something is up. That is how much they think about you. Okay, so channel messages wise, we have, I left when I saw you with someone in reverse. Once again, this tells me it's a lot like I do not really care. Like, I don't care whether you are with someone else. I do not care whether you are in a new beginning, a new relationship. I do not care. This person has this segregation so distinctively, to the extent where it's almost like they have some form of like autistic traits. Okay, like they only, it's not really like they only care about themselves, but they just don't care about you. Yeah, so like afterwards in channel messages I know I messed everything up and I am not available. That just clarifies whatever I said. As of now, at this time period, they are not available in a relationship. They are not wanting to be in a long-term commitment, and yeah, they just don't really give a shit about anything besides maybe their work or themselves. I don't really know. Once again, it's not really shown in this reading. So once again, Taurus. So Taurus, this is all I have for you. I really hope that it helps you somehow to gain some form of insights and clarity, okay? So if you do like this reading, please leave down a like and subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and you can catch up on my future uploads. Goodbye. Hi Gemini, so let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. I'm burning some sage to clear off the energy, okay? So let's get started. Set off aside the sage. Okay. So in their feelings, we have Justice in reverse, the World in reverse, as well as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, okay. Right off the bat, before I begin with your reading, I'm sorry. I just want to let you know that you're dealing with a person who is kind of dealing with their demons, okay? They are dealing with their demons in a sense where they do not even show you who they truly are. So it's a lot on perhaps gaslighting, perhaps manipulating you. And then when you start to explain yourself about how you feel pertaining to the situation, they will kind of victimize themselves and get into a cuddled up boo-hoo energy. Boo-hoo, why are you always attacking me? Nah, nah, nah. Yeah. So, okay, let's begin with your reading. So in their feelings, once again, you have Justice, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All of them in reverse. So what this tells me is that they do not really want to give their all into this connection, and they do not want to commit into this connection despite whatever they say. Okay, they do not see this connection as something that has a lot of potential, and they do not want to bring in balance into this connection as well. But at the same time, with the World in reverse, they are showing signs where they do not want to close off this cycle because you perhaps are too good to be true. Ooh. You're like too good for them, but at the same time, they do not want to give their all. They do not want to have a balanced give and take into this connection with the Justice in reverse. At the same time, just not making sacrifices and not putting in an initiative and work to make this connection work. Okay, so afterwards, how they perceive you to be like, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, as well as the Seven of Swords upright. Just to a disclaimer here, okay, how they perceive you to be like is how they perceive you to be like. It's not how you really are. So just take it with a pinch of salt. So what this tells me is a lot that, I don't know, I feel like it's a mirroring type of energy. They are kind of projecting who they are onto you. You get what I'm saying? Like perhaps a person could be kind of insecure. Then they kind of like drag you down in a sense where when people compliment you, then you'll be like, oh, actually you're kind of ugly. Yeah. Do you think you're kind of hot? No? Yeah, this type of feeling. So, honestly, the Hanged Man in reverse, as well as the Four of Cups in reverse, does not really tell me much besides being very ignorant. They kind of perceive you as someone who's a useless bum and just sits on your ass and not really, like creating anything like magical. This is what I'm getting. Seven of Swords upright. This kind of tells me intuitively that once again they're projecting who they are onto you. So they could be kind of sneaky. Not even could be. They are kind of sneaky. They're kind of dealing with their quote unquote inner demons and kind of emotional. This is what I'm getting. A person is kind of emotional, and with this emotional misbalance, they are dragging you down together with them. It's like a connection or relationship where it's like a sinking ship. And instead of them just jumping offshore, like off the boat, they kind of drag you together with them because they can't be suffering alone. Okay. Future actions, we have the Hermit as well as the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords in reverse. once again, self-victimizing energy. They're very boohoo, like yeah, they talk a lot, okay? But like, they talk a lot, it doesn't really make any fucking sense. They're not logical, and I don't know, I just keep getting the feeling where they kind of pinpoint all of the faults onto you. Okay, they're not truthful to their words. Whatever promises that they make to you, they don't really obey or oblige to their words. But at the same time, they are like retreating. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that future actions wise, once again, victimizing. They could be quite blunt with their words. There could be arguments going on, or that they are going to push all of the blame, all of the responsibilities onto you. And it's a lot with the hermits over here. Like, they are looking at themselves from within. The hermit together with the 8 of swords, by the way. It's a lot like they are looking within, but they're just looking at things from one point, like from one perspective. And the perspective is, oh my god, I'm so sad, you know, everyone's against me. Why is everyone against me? It's a lot on, it's everybody else's fault, but never mind, because I'm very sad. Like, pity me, I do so much, but why are you always like this? Okay, the moon over here at the bottom of the deck, also representing the overall energy, is full of delusions, full of unforeseeable stuff. You do not really know who they are. They could potentially be even more like terrifying than you can possibly imagine. But even they themselves do not know who they are. And as of and like how I began the reading, they are dealing with a demon. So I feel like this person could be suffering with a lot of mental illness. Okay, it could be like depression or anxiety or anything like that. They do not even know what they want. And once again, it's like a sinking ship. Your person doesn't really want the best for you. They want nothing. They like kind of, I don't know, it's like a full-blown inferiority complex, where if they can't be happy, they have to drag you down with them. And be it they are doing intentionally or not, it doesn't really matter, because I see that there's a potential where you're not really enjoying where you are right now. And yeah, the moon over here once again represents like a lot of emotions. It's a Pisces energy, but this can also represent something like being too emotional, not really looking at things from the bigger picture. But I feel like they are kind of delusional and you're delusional together with them, because like who you are influencing with in your crowd, in your environment, speaks volume as to who you are as a person. And with that bad quote-unquote energy affecting you, like being around you, I mean, it's going to affect you as well. So channeled messages over here we have, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Okay. And then, like this card, finding out the truth crushed me, in reverse. Like, just ignore just ignore all these 3 cards, okay? So, I feel like this is more for those people who are not staying with your significant other in this connection, or that are in separation right now, because once again, I do see that some of you guys have told them like how they really made you felt. Yeah, and wait, finding out the truth crushed me. Like, this just says everything. Like, oh, this is how I make you feel? Okay, but it's your fault for doing this. Okay, if you didn't do this to me, I wouldn't have done that. So it is your fault. Blah blah blah. It's a very like self-victimizing energy. This is what I'm getting. So like you see, they're kind of, oh boohoo, I think about Gemini, like I'm so sad, I lose sleep over them, you know, I have to distract myself with work and clubbing to forget about you. But how I made you feel doesn't really matter though, because this is what you have done. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have think that way. So it's your fault for not bringing me KFC or anything like that, you know. Like if you brought me KFC, then I wouldn't have reacted that way. Yeah, like whatever. Don't like this energy. It may not resonate with you, like, you know, if it does not resonate with you, just leave. If it does, yeah, okay, please know where you stand. But okay, anyway, bottom of the deck of the channeled messages card, we have, I hide behind material things. Okay, and I want you in reverse, and so I couldn't let you get close to me. Why? Because they have demons that they're dealing with, that they're insecure with. Like, I feel like this person, they portray themselves with this persona of, oh, you know, I'm so confident, you know, like I love my body and you have to accept it. You know, like I love who I am, boo-hoo, yeah, I eat McDonald's, yeah. Okay, so you get what I'm trying to say. But like, I don't know, like, it's just a very childish energy, Gemini. Like, you're much smarter than this. Okay. So, I want you in reverse. That's like a suppressing, like, I want you because I need what you can provide me with. I hide behind material things. What this tells me is a lot like this person could depend on you financially, or that to treat them with, to like indulge in McDonald's, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever resonates with you with. But yeah, this is their current feelings, how they perceive to be like, as well as their future actions and channeled messages. So just to give a pinch of salt, and this is all I have for you, Gemini. Okay, I really hope that it helps you somehow. Do leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean so much to me, and you also can check out my future contents. Okay, goodbye. Hi, Cancer. So let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So before I begin with the reading, I just want to let you know that it really does feel like it really does feel like the person that you're dealing with right now, okay, is someone who has a crush on you, and you have a crush on them as well, but you don't really show it, or perhaps you are just playing really hard to get. Okay, so in their feelings is being represented by the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands in reverse, as well as the Justice. So I see that your person does have a lot of emotions towards you. It really does feel like they were perhaps once a player, or it's just that they have no intention on chasing or pursuing any other people. I'm getting like women, so like a majority of you could be women watching this, but they're not having that intention on pursuing somebody else besides you. Okay, there's someone who's very practical, someone who's very morally upright. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Then there's someone who treats others like how they want to be treated, and they do have intense emotion towards you. And how they perceive you to be like is the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, as well as the Page of Swords in reverse. So before I begin with this, I just want to let you know that this is how your person perceives you to be like, okay? It's not how you are exactly. So do you notice that the King of Cups as well as the King of Wands are facing at each other? The facing is at both sides. So it's like you do admire them, you do think about them, you do find a lot of attraction towards them, and they do know about this as well, but they see that you are currently stuck in something, okay? And this could be like your previous connection, some place where you feel stuck, but you don't have to. Sorry, I got distracted. So what I was saying is that your person perceives you to be stuck in something, like an obligation you don't even have to be stuck in. Okay, it feels like you're being confined to doing something or thinking of someone or something, okay? And once again, this could be like a past love, a past connection where you could still be missing this person. So once again, situations can be different because it's a collective reading. It really depends on like the individual, so take it as how it resonates, okay? And your person with the Page of Swords over here, your person perceives you as like not really into this connection despite having an interest towards them as well, okay? So they really do see you as someone who is very drawn to them, very passionate about them. There's definitely some form of intimacy and intense attraction, I mean. But With the Page of Swords in reverse, it really does feel like, you see, this person is just facing the other way. So they see you as someone who is not interested in them despite having the interest towards them. Does that make sense? Like, you are drawn to them, but at the same time, due to some form of obligation, you feel constricted to doing. You do not want to show that form of interest towards them. So this tells me heavily on like playing hard to get. So if you are interested in this person and you do not show it to them, you don't really care about them, you know, you kind of show zero or little interest towards them, then they feel like you're just not interested. Like, you don't want to study in this connection, you don't want to study more, you don't want to learn more about them. That's what I mean. And yeah, it really feels like they see you as someone who is looking at elsewhere. Okay, and the future actions, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, as well as the Strength in reverse. What this tells me is that I do not see your person coming towards you and explaining themselves and continue pursuing you despite being represented by the King of Cups for their emotions towards you. Okay, I see your person just wanting to go single and create whatever ideas and plans that they have, and do not really have the courage to come about to pursue you anymore, because they really do see this connection as an endless game in a way. Like, it's not heading anywhere because your attention is at elsewhere. You know, maybe you're focusing on the past connection where you're still hurt from it. Maybe you're focusing on your parents, just some form of obligation despite having emotions and intense chemistry between the both of you. Okay, but they do see you as someone who is just not keen or committed into this connection. With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, this is the overall energy, and this tells me that there is no progression in this connection. So this also further clarifies their future actions. They are not heading towards your way, more like they are just going to focus on themselves, because once again, they do not see that there will be a future in this connection because you are having some form of obligation and you're just not interested in committing and putting in effort into this connection. Does that make sense? Like, it's not heading anywhere. Okay, so channel messages, we have, I wish I could take my words back. Sorry, I wish I could take back my words. And then we have the, we need to let each other go in reverse, as well as I don't react when people mention about you. But I want to let you know that when this card came out, I don't react when people mention about you. It came out sideways, but I just put it upright so it looks nicer. So this could not resonate with everyone, but I feel like there was some form of exchange of words where the both of you could have like sat down and literally talked like adults, but they have said something hurtful or made you feel like you know, like bad. They made you feel bad. Like, why are you still thinking about that person? Why do you feel obligated to do this when it's not even your responsibility? Like, I feel like they have commented on you, like your own person. Like, why are you so caring? And in the end, it just backfires. Like, how does it benefit you when you have interest towards me but you can't pursue this connection? I feel like this is what your person have said, or somewhere along the lines. Okay. And with these cards, we need to let each other go in reverse. I feel like this is a very like restraining, very, I don't know, like they do not want to let you go, but they do not, there's just an unforeseeable future with you, okay? Because they really do see you as someone who's not going to put in any form of energy and effort into making this connection happen. They see you putting in more energy and more like energetically invested into this obligation than your future. This is what I see, and this is what I feel as well. So I have the, I don't react when people mention about you in reverse. The both of you could have mutual friends, or it's just that notifications ping, okay, where they could be like chancing upon your Instagram feed, like your pictures or whatnot, because the both of you are adding each other on social media. But what I'm trying to say is, whenever they see things about you, whenever people talk about you, when they hear about you, or that they see something that resembles or reminds you of them, they pretend like it isn't affecting them, because how else would they react? Because I do see that they do have a lot of attraction towards you, but it's you who does not make it happen, or at least in their eyes they do not perceive it to be that way. They feel like they have, it's not given up everything, but they want to give it, they want to give in their all in this connection, but in in a way, you're just retreating, you're just withdrawing it because of something. And to consider that the Eight of Swords is at the center of the reading, it says a lot. It says a lot, like you should really reflect whether this obligation is worth the sacrifice of this beautiful connection that could potentially be even better in the future. So it's a lot on like your past versus your future, or anything like that. At least your obligation, if it's in the present moment, is it really worth the sacrifice? Like, nobody knows it better than you do, so you really do need to take the time to reevaluate. And if those that resonates with the playing hard to get or trying too hard to get, it's still the time for you to like reflect. Maybe it's like in the past you gave in everything, you know, you gave all of your baskets, you gave all of your eggs in the basket, and people just mistreated you, and that's why you kind of withdrew your interest in your future connections. And instead of having this like intimacy, this intense connection towards this particular person, you kind of retreat your energy, do not really give in your all because of some form of hurt that you had in the past. And is this really worth the sacrifice? Was the lesson that taught you that, you know, you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, was the lesson that you have learned in the past this to sacrifice this potentially beautiful relationship? Like, you really have to reevaluate, Cancer, okay? So at the bottom of the deck for the channel messages, we have, I wish things could be different, but in reverse. I feel like your person just gives up. They really feel like you have already set it down to what you want, okay? They feel like there's no way they can convince you otherwise or persuade you otherwise, or it's just that they do not want to persuade you, they do not want to convince you, they do not want to convince someone to love them equally. This is what I'm getting. Also, like, to see that the Chariot in reverse, the Chariot is heavily on Cancer's energy, and it really just does feel like it's a misbalance between your energy, okay? In your energy, this is what I'm getting. So once again, you have to reevaluate, and I feel like once again this is like a sacrifice made for long-term stability, or like a potential for a stable relationship, okay? So this is all I have for you, Cancer. I really hope that it helps you somehow to gain some form of insights and clarity. To leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me, and you also can see what I have to upload in the future. Goodbye. Hi Leo, so let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So in their feelings is being represented by the Ace of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, as well as the Seven of Swords. So I needed another one to clarify the Seven of Swords, and I got the King of Wands. So out here I can tell you're dealing with someone who's really ambitious, okay? You're dealing with someone who's really ambitious, either that, or I'm just going to be honest with you, someone that is slowly losing interest in you. Okay, so this person could be older than you, or that just has a more established career as opposed to you, or that they have more grandiose plans out there, settled down and structured out as compared to you. So this is a lot like the previous reading where I gave Leo. I remember in the previous reading that I gave Leo is that Leo is dealing with someone who's really ambitious. Leo is dealing with someone who is really mature. You do see the contrast in this, don't you? If you're curious, you can just click down the description box. I will leave down a link there, or at the top right hand corner right now. Anyway, so yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that your person do have interest towards you, but there's a new beginning, and this new beginning is being represented by the Ace of Wands. It can mean two things: attraction towards you, or is that once again a new beginning in terms of something that they are really passionate about. And this is a collective reading. It can mean a lot of things. Once again, it's either onto someone else, or it's just onto a passionate new beginning in terms of career, in terms of their hobbies, what's not, okay? And with the Six of Wands in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse means a lot like not wanting to be associated with the crowd, not wanting some form of fame, not wanting to be recognized for this path. So it's something that they're not very proud of doing, and I feel like this is pertaining to the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, which means like deception, which means like they're hiding something from you. And the King of Wands over here being clarified, when clarifying the Seven of Swords, what this tells me is a lot on checking another alternative. Okay, once again, I feel like there was a proposal made for them to perhaps move out. If the both of you are staying together, this is just an example, is that they are kind of attracted to someone else. And to consider the King of Wands, looking at the left, the Page of Swords, looking at the left, the Six of Wands, looking at the left. It's like they are looking at something else, you see, in this reading. Whereas the Seven of Swords is looking at the right, and the right afterwards is all of the cards that's being represented, that's representing this energy. This is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like the Seven of Swords is carrying a lot of guilt, carrying a lot of remorse, and you see this guy illustrated at the Seven of Swords. He's someone who is ashamed, I guess, but he's remorseful, you know, and he's being kind of sneaky. He's like a thief. Okay, you can have a closer look. He's being very sneaky with his footsteps, with his next action, and I feel like your person once again is hiding something from you. And this could be once again they have fallen for someone else, or is that they have given a grandiose proposal to move out, whatnot, okay, and so on and so forth. In terms of the career, whatnot. And let's get to how they perceive you to be like. So, how they perceive you to be like, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Wheel of Fortune upright. So before I begin with this, I want to let you know that this is how they perceive you to be like. This is not how you exactly are. Okay, so just take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like your person kind of compares you to them, or compares you to someone else, and I feel like this comparison is you pertaining to someone else. It could be them, but like out of your league, you know. They see you as someone who's kind of immature. Once the Page of Pentacles in reverse came out, I was like, yeah, immature. Like this is the thing that was in my head. I was like, oh, immature. It feels like they see you as someone who can't give them what they want. Maybe what you can offer them is very little in terms of their expectations. And with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like the stability, the structure that they want in a connection, you don't really have it. And with the Seven of Swords looking right at this spread, where it's how they perceive you to be like, it really feels like, yeah, they see you as of now, someone as of now, not really having the proper structure, not being the ideal type of person that they want to be with, not being the ideal type of person that they want to be with, who could potentially grow with them, you know, give them what they want, possess these traits in terms of a quality or a type of person that they want to be with. Wheel of Fortune over here tells me a lot on this. Still have faith. They want to see how you will turn out in the near future. It really feels like the energy of saying, oh, I'll see what will happen, you know. Let's just give you some time to grow. But as of now, I feel like your person they're not losing hope. They just see you as someone who's very mature, who's kind of childish in comparison to someone, once again, could be them. Yeah. And that someone is kind of out of your league. This is what I feel. Okay, and then we have the future actions, which is being represented by Strength, Knight of Swords, as well as the High Priestess in reverse. So to be honest, when these cards came out, I was very confused. I was like, what is this? So the Strength is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords upright, as well as the High Priestess in reverse, is being clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Page of Cups to clarify both Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles the Two of Swords in reverse, sorry. So I'm not going to go in detail what each cards mean, but I do feel like it's something that they were kind of secret about, something that they were kind of secretive about. They're going to tell you. Okay, they're going to tell you what is happening, but with a more proper tone. It may feel like during that time when they come towards you and explain to you what was the new proposal, or like they could have met someone or blah blah blah. It's kind of, how do I say, rehearsed. Okay, it really does feel like they have been rehearsing what they're going to tell you next for quite some time. And it feels like it's I don't know, like a school project or like a presentation. When they just sit you down, they know exactly what to say. They're kind of like expecting how you will react, blah blah blah. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is also representing the overall energy. What I'm getting is that they are trying to look out, you know, sort of for something more, learn. But in terms of they have fallen for someone else, blah blah blah, that really just resonates with like a few of you guys, really, because I don't really get much cards over here, but somehow it's still one of the feelings that I get. So yes, just take it as how it resonates, okay? Do not let your mind run wild. It just could be your person has some form of new job offer and they don't really know how to tell you about it. Maybe they got promoted, but like I don't know, like maybe they got demoted, I don't know, okay? But overall, I feel like your person is someone who is very ambitious in terms of their career and in terms of how they want their life to look like. Okay, so we have the channel messages over here. We have I can't stop thinking about you. Then we have I couldn't let you get close to me in reverse. As well as I wish I could share my good news with you in reverse. Okay, I have to let you see like that. So I feel like I can't stop thinking about you. It's more on I can't stop thinking about how to come about and tell you about it, you know. I'm really not saying that the both of you could be separated. Maybe it could resonate with a few of you guys, but they can't stop thinking or coming up with ways on how to tell you and explain themselves, like why they were hiding this from you. How do they even tell you? Like, I don't know, it just feels that way. I hope you understand. And then we have I couldn't let you get close to me in reverse. I feel like it's a lot on you're still kind of young, you won't be able to understand like what I mean, you know, like I'm not trying to lie to you, that was not my intention, but I just feel like you can't understand. So over here, I wish I could share my good news with you in reverse. What this tells me is that maybe this is good news, maybe it's not, but I'm getting that for the majority of you guys, your person is like having a good news that they don't know how to come about and share it with you, because it could be met with disappointment from your side. Okay, maybe you just like can't, I'm getting like, oh my god, you can't appreciate it, but I feel like this is for how your person feels. Like maybe they have to move away from another, like from this state to another, and you just don't understand like why do you have to, maybe it's pertaining to college or something, then why do you have to go. Yeah, so I feel like it's that energy where, oh, you don't understand me on an intellectual manner, and I can't just stay here. I hope you understand. I wish I could share my good news with you, but they want to. But I feel like this is a very conflicted, very restrained, suppressed type of energy. That's why it came out in reverse. Yeah. So Leo, this is all I have for you. I really hope it helps you gain some form of insights and clarity. Do leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me, and you also can check out my future contents. Okay, goodbye. Hi Virgo, let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So in their feelings, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands, as well as the Knight of Pentacles upright. So we have the Four of Wands to clarify the Ace of Wands, but the Four of Wands is in reverse as well. Then we have the Page of Cups in reverse to clarify the Nine of Wands as well as the Knight of Pentacles upright. And both Four of Wands in reverse as well as the Page of Cups in reverse is being clarified by the Four of Swords. So there's a lot of cards anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to be blunt and honest like as always, okay, Virgo. So I see that your person could have a lot of intense chemistry towards you, or that the both of you feel this way. But it feels like there's no beginning, there's no growth in this connection, and it really does feel like this connection you have with this particular person does not feel stable. So one of you it's either one of you is blocking the other one out while the other one is waiting for something to happen, or it's just that your person is kind of hesitant to approach you because they deem this connection as having no form of stability, okay, no form of concrete ground, no form of long-term potential, and at the same time they are like investing their energy, their time, their initiative onto something beyond relationships, which is being represented by the pentacles over here, which means like tangible stuff like their physical realm, their health, their education, their career, their finance, all of that. To consider that the Page of Cups in reverse to be clarified by the Four of Swords, what this tells me is that these emotions that they have towards you is not really being projected or is not really being conveyed. Okay, the both of you could be during a period of stagnancy, could be during a period of absency. The both of you could potentially not be talking and distancing from each other, or it's just that your person is not really sharing these feelings towards you. Okay, your person could be retreating themselves mentally and not telling you about this. Okay, so how they perceive you to be like is being represented by the Star, the Six of Wands, as well as the Nine of Pentacles. So before I begin with this, I want to let you know that this is how your person perceives you to be like. This is not how you actually are. Okay, so just take it with a pinch of salt. So the Star over here, as well as the Six of Wands and Nine of Pentacles, what this tells me is a lot like your person sees you as someone who is healing from this connection, is gaining a lot of attraction is gaining a lot of attention, and a lot of like popularity among your crowds. It's just getting out there. You could be in the dating scenes, but you have long forgotten this person or whatnot, okay? Or it's just that you don't really bother about this connection anymore, this relationship, because this could be a past person, is what I'm getting. Or it's just that they have ghosted you in a way. And they also see you as someone who is just enjoying the single life with the Nine of Pentacles over here, just enjoying your own embrace, just taking care of yourself, of your own looks, feeling confident in your own like presence. Your person just sees you as someone who is single and ready to mingle. If you get what I'm trying to say, you have healed from this connection, from what they could potentially have done. They could have hurt you and you have healed from it, and you're getting out there to know more people. Just putting yourself out there. Okay, so their future actions is being represented by the Two of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Three of Wands in reverse, as well as the Empress. Then we have the Two of Swords to clarify, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, both are in reverse, okay? And then we have the Five of Swords to clarify, the Empress, as well as the Three of Wands in reverse, as well as the Four of Pentacles in reverse to clarify both Two of Swords, as well as the Five of Swords upright. While the Two of Swords is in reverse, what this tells me is a lot like your person. It's kind of like out of the stage of dilemma and not willing to make a choice, or not being able to make a choice. So your person is no longer conflicted within their own mind. Your person is no longer struggling or no longer willing. What I mean is like your person could in the past not willing to commit into a new relationship, and they kind of break out of that cycle, okay? And their future action is that they have the intention to nurture into this connection, to come back to you, especially with the Five of Swords, literally looking at this angle where the Empress is at. So your person is looking at you from afar and kind of admiring you in a way, like, this was the person that I kind of let go because I feel like the both of us were just not ready. The both of us were just not at that stage yet. Okay, and yeah, I do feel like the both of you have not been talking to each other for quite some time, or it's just that the both of you are talking to each other right now, but it's quite platonic, okay? And all of this like conflicted energy of there is kind of out. And in the past, they could be kind of, like conserving their energy, not willing to let you see who they are, not willing to sacrifice, not willing to put in the initiative and the effort into a new connection with you. But right now, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I see that they really want to have a new beginning with you in love. They I feel like their future action is to come towards you and like tell you how they feel, but like honestly that is not what I'm getting most prominently, and most prominently, okay. It could resonate with some of you guys. Some of you guys, your person could come back from the past. I really do strongly believe that this was like a past connection that happened years ago, where yeah, you know, like a past teenage love type of thing, then they kind of come back, you know. I feel like for majority of you guys, they'll kind of come back and ask you, how have you been? How has life been treating you? You know, how has the years like done to you? Like, you get what I'm trying to say. It's a very platonic type of conversation, but the truth is that they have the intention to see if there's a possibility for a new beginning in love. Okay, so the channel messages over here is that I don't react when people mention about you. You and I were too young. See, the both of you were too young to really commit into a relationship and actually see long-term potential in one and in each other, I mean. So we have sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I hope that you can forgive me one day, and also I will wait for a sign from you. So like, I feel like this is the advice where if you're really thinking about this person and is really wanting to have some form of new beginning with this past person, I'm really getting this a past person, by the way. Do make the initiative and talk to them, because I see that if that is the case, the both of you are just waiting for each other's message. Yeah, so who is going to make the first move? Are you going to do it, or are they going to do it? But to see that the middle of the reading, like in the center of the reading, I mean, is being represented by the Six of Wands. It's a very cheerful type of vibe, like you getting what you want either way, you know. You can be single either way. It doesn't really matter. They can come back and you can go back to them. It doesn't matter, because either way you're winning, you know. Okay, and to consider that I don't react when people mention about you, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I just feel like it's been years, and it's not like, oh, like the separation has already, it's not like the separation is affecting them still, but it has kind of eased on them, but at the same time they're kind of checking you out from afar, if you get what I'm trying to say. So Virgo, this is all I have for you guys. I really hope that it helps you gain some form of insights and clarity, okay? If you like this, please leave down a like and subscribe, because it will mean a lot to me. So you can also check out my future contents when you do subscribe. Okay, goodbye. Hi Libra. Okay, so I'm burning some sage to clear the energy, because I did quite a lot of readings before you. Okay. So let's begin with your reading. And right off the bat, I just want to let you know that this reading may or may not resonate with you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Please do not force the messages upon your own situations. So right off the bat, I can see that your person may not have as much emotional attraction towards you. Okay, so it really does feel like if love can be measured with a balancing scale, your love for them will definitely be much more, like way much more than theirs. You get what I'm trying to say? So in their feelings, it's being represented by the Two of Wands, the High Priestess, as well as the Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like your person is not ready to commit as of now. Okay, your person is just not ready to commit. They feel like there's still a lot more out there beyond these walls, quote unquote, with the Two of Wands over here. So it really does feel like they have yet to see outside, like beyond their horizon, and they want to explore. They're not willing to settle down, but at the same time, with the High Priestess over here, I feel like this knowledge that they have, they're hiding it from you, because the High Priestess tells me a lot on secrets, a lot on you know, this type of energy, those like shouldn't say. Five of Swords in reverse, what it tells me is a lot on I don't really care if it hurts your feelings, because I've never really told you once that I'm ready to commit. And how they perceive you to be like is the King of Cups, the Fool in reverse, as well as the Knight of Wands in reverse. Once again, it's like what I just said earlier on. So you're someone who's really emotional committed into them, into this connection. And you're someone who is not willing to fool around, okay? You're not here to fool around, to play games. You're here in this connection because you see a lot of potential in this relationship, in this connection. But with the Fool in reverse over here, especially considering that it is the center of the reading, what this tells me is that, you're not seeing things from the bigger picture. You're ignoring a lot of red flags over here. And by the way, this is how they perceive you to be like. It's not how you exactly are. Okay, so just take it with a pinch of salt. So there's a lot of red flags, like perhaps you tell them that you love them but they don't say it back. All of that stuff. Just take it as how it resonates, okay? And the Tower over here is representing their future actions. The Tower, the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Nine of Wands. It feels like they are not, once again, ready to commit into a connection. They have yet to attain fulfillment in their tangible being, their physical realm. And what they're about to do next is something really unexpected. I don't think, once again, they have told you how they truly feel. And with the Nine of Wands over here can really represent them blocking you out from their life, from the social media, from the chat apps, all of that. But the main theme for their future action is really something unexpected. So yes, the bottom of the deck, which is representing the overall energy, we have the Justice in reverse. And to consider that this reading, Libra, okay, in tarot, Justice is representing Libra. Yet your energy is being mismatched. Your energy is not being balanced when Libra is literally the element, not the elements, the sign of balancing. You see, you're not seeing things as how it is. You're not allowing yourself to be treated like how you deserve to be treated, okay? And I feel like this connection has made you feel really drained, has made you really doubt yourself, your own capabilities on being loved and having to love someone else. I do not feel like it's anybody else's fault. I just feel like your person is just not ready to settle down, be it they have told you about this or have not, okay? So the channeled messages here we have finding out the truth crushed me in reverse. I want to feel that way again in reverse. As well as I remember every detail of that day upright. So whatever this day is, I feel like you know what it is if this reading resonates with you so far. So I feel like this day could be the day where the both of you are hanging out together and just enjoying each other's presence, all of that. But the finding out the truth crushed me, as well as the I want to feel that way again, it came out both in reverse. I feel like they kind of has been anticipating you falling for them. Like how they perceive you to be like is literally the King of Cups. You love them and they do know about it, and they have been anticipating it, and it does not surprise them. And I want to feel that way again in reverse. It just like clarifies, it's not clarifies, like further confirms that they're not willing to commit into a new relationship. They're just not done with who they are, what they can attain, their ambition, their goals, their dreams or whatever. They're just not ready to be into a new relationship as of now. Okay, so bottom of the deck for the channel messages reading, I'm starting to understand our connection, but in reverse. They do not understand the connection at all. They do not understand like why the both of you have met, why is there chemistry between the both of you when they are not willing to settle down yet. Okay, so Libra, this is all I have for you. I really hope that it helps you gain some form of insights and clarity. If you do like it, please leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me. Goodbye. Hi Scorpio, so this is how your person feels about you. So a disclaimer before anything. This reading may or may not resonate with you. If it does not resonate, please do not force upon your own situation, okay? And before I begin the reading, once again, I just want to let you know that this spread is literally screaming to me that you are dealing with a player. Okay, so in their feelings, we have the Six of Wands, Death in reverse, as well as the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It really tells me that, you know, they're out there, putting themselves out there, trying to gain some form of attention, fame, popularity, all of that. Yet at the same time, they're suppressing some form of new beginnings, and this is particularly pertaining to love, pertaining to romance. And it really does feel like they don't even have their shit together to begin with, especially in the physical sense. So they could be very shitty with like their families, you know, they could have, I don't know, that's just an example. But what I'm getting is that this person is not willing to settle down as of now, and you know, they just want to have some fun. They want to go around, mingle about, get to know new people, getting a very lustful energy over here, just not wanting something in the long term, someone that they can spend their lives together with. Okay, so how they perceive you to be like, we have the Six of Cups, the Fool in reverse, as well as the High Priestess. The Fool in reverse being clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse. So before I begin with this reading, I want to let you know that this is how they perceive you. This is not how you really are. So I see that the both of you could potentially not be talking right now, and it's quite prominent over here. And they do see you as someone from the past, someone that they have shared memories with, time with, all of that. But there's something, they see you as someone who's very, very careless, someone who's very naive, to be honest, and someone who does not really have a backbone and does not really have a structure as to what they want to think. It's like once they convince you with their words, and once they tell you what you want to hear, nice words, nice gestures, and you're convinced in a way. The High Priestess over here is someone that is very knowledgeable, and I feel like the High Priestess is them in this spread. It feels like they don't tell you this, or at least they feel like you're somewhere knowledgeable and somewhere like wisdom. You do know your stuff, but pertaining to love, you're kind of naive and kind of easily fooled. Okay, to be honest, I can't bullshit. To be honest, I can't bullshit. Okay, anyway. So the future actions is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, as well as the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like the both of you may not be talking right now. It doesn't really matter, but for quite some time now you've been with this person, and you kind of seen through their bullshit, okay? For those that resonate with this, and you've seen through this bullshit and you kind of caught them out on it, and they are quite defensive, or at least you didn't do this yet, but this will be in the near future, and I feel like they will come back. They will definitely come back, but it's not in a place or from a place where they want to offer you some form of long-term commitment or some form of new beginning or opportunity. It's really on like, I'm here, but let's argue, you know, like, I'm gonna tell you how things ended and everything, but it wasn't my fault, it was cause of this. Like, it's not like they're gonna push it on you, but they're just going to blame it on the circumstances, on whatever that's happened to them in the past, to kind of bring them like, oh, it wasn't in my favor to be like talking to you, you know, like blah 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 blah. Lots of excuses. Wheel of Fortune in reverse over here tells me a lot about lacking faith. I feel like this person is just going to come back around and the cycle will just repeat, and they don't really have the faith to be in a relationship at all, not even to you. It's like at all. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups over here tells me about, once again, social lead, you know, someone that socially, literally socialize, just wants to mingle around, not really wanting to settle, just wanting to flee, you know, have fun, talk about, I don't know, lustful energy once again. And this person could be talking to someone else while talking to you. Three of Cups over here can also represent third person connection. Who knows? You're talking to this person easily sways off your feet, or at least it's what they think, okay? And at the same time, they are doing the same thing to someone else. So yeah. Channel messages over here, we have 3 cards. We have the I am afraid to contact you in reverse. That just confirms that they will be talking to you. And I feel like this person is someone who's like a full-blown narcissist, you know, someone who is very egoistic, and you kind of fit to it. You kind of fit to it that they are the shit, but the truth is that they are not, okay? And then we have I am not available and we will be together again. When I got this we will be together again cards, it gives me the creeps. It just shows like how psychotic this person is. And I'm not available, perhaps once again the both of you are not talking right now, but I feel like it's more like, speaking of, it's more like on not wanting to settle down in a relationship. I'm not available for you to contact me right now, and I'm not going to be available for you. I just want you because I want something from you, and I think you know what it is, okay? But like, I just want you for my own benefits. I'm not available to be in a connection. I'm not available to be of support to you when you need me. We'll be together again because I need you for something. And blah, you know, you want me for attention, I'm here. And when I'm here, I want something back from you. But they don't really say it, of course, you know, with the High Priestess over here. And who will say that? So, Scorpio, this is all I have for you. I really hope that it helps you somehow to gain some form of insights and clarity, okay? I know that this is not a reading that's easily digestible, but I can't bullshit, okay? So, if you do like this, please leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me. And yeah, you can also see future contents from me. Goodbye. Hi Sagittarius, let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So in their feelings, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, as well as the Knight of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is being clarified by the Seven of Cups upright, whereas the Knight of Cups in reverse as well as the Two of Cups in reverse is being clarified by the Eight of Swords upright, and both Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Oh my god, there's so many cards, sorry. And the Eight of Swords is being clarified by the High Priestess in reverse. So in their feelings, I feel like, I'm just going to be honest, the Queen of Cups in reverse can mean someone that is kind of psychotic, someone is kind of emotionally not there, okay? Be it if your person is suffering from some form of mental illness, or that they just can't really handle their emotions well, that's what I mean. Your person could throw a lot of emotional tantrum towards you and all of that. I feel like what once was is no longer there. If you get what I'm trying to say, this is what the Two of Cups in reverse is telling me. It feels like in the past, the both of you had an intense connection, but somehow after you've seen their truth, like you've seen them, it all changes. And I feel like the person that you're dealing with is someone that's very mentally and emotionally conflicted. Once again, Queen of Cups in reverse is someone that's, I won't say narcissistic, but they're kind of emotionally abusive and manipulative. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And yeah, they can't snap out of this zone. And I feel like it's a bit of like it's not my fault, it is yours, a bit of that. So some of you guys can resonate with it. But overall, I feel like your person is having a very clouded judgment. They don't know what to do, and you kind of have to support them here and there, you know. Yeah, it really does feel like once you've seen how they truly are, how they handle their emotions during tough times, it's kind of a drawback. It's kind of a wow, I was not expecting this. How they perceive you to be like is being clarified by the Hermit in reverse, as well as the Seven of Pentacles upright and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So before I begin with this spread, I just want to tell you that this is how they perceive you. This is not how you exactly are, just how they see you, okay? So this year is someone that is kind of snapped out of the zone where you have to be introspective. You have to kind of reevaluate your priorities and think about what you want. So this year is someone that is no longer thinking about wanting to put your time and energy into this connection. They just see you as someone with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, as someone that's letting go of your old beliefs, no longer being very like conservating your energy type of thing, you know, opening up to them and trying to make the connection work. okay? But I do see that this connection is being a form of liability in you, be it whether you want to admit it or not. But being a liability isn't like a bad thing. It's just that you still want to pursue this connection, just that it's kind of a burden because of how they handle their emotions. Their future actions is being represented by the 7 of Swords. Sorry, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, as well as the 9 of Pentacles. I don't know if your person has some form of commitment issue, but it really does feel like whenever they are not feeling content, not feeling happy, not feeling satisfied, they throw their tantrum at you. And it's kind of abusive, I do see that. And it's abusive in a sense where it is emotional, okay? And I see that they're refusing to see what good you have to give. With the 4 of Cups over here, I see that they always nitpick on the things that you have done or have not done, okay? Or you could have done. It's like, no matter what you do, they don't see it, they don't appreciate it. And I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles over here as their future action, I don't know, like they just don't appreciate you and they want to just be single in a way, but at the same time perhaps keeping you close by. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like somewhere in there the person that you have fallen for is still there. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why I brought up like mental illness, because this could be a part of them, but there's definitely a part of them that you have fell for. But right now, this version of them is just unrecognizable. Like what am I trying to say? Unrecognizable. And once again, it's kind of being a burden to you, okay? And to see that the 2 of Swords to be at the bottom of the deck, it's a sense where you're not making a decision, and neither they are. It's a sense where there's stagnancy, but all you have to do is put down the swords, stop being so blocked out, stop thinking that, oh, I've already put in this amount of time to this connection, if I were to give up, blah blah blah. Sometimes you just have to think about yourself and your future. It's not, oh, I've already spent so much time with this person, might as well just put in more time. What for? When it's not fulfilling you. At least is what I see. Channel messages, where else we have, I hope that you can forgive me one day. I hide behind material things and I can't stop thinking about you. So I feel like this is more for those that are no longer speaking to your person. I feel like this is for those that have already separated or distancing themselves from this person. Okay, but I see that at the bottom of the deck for the channeled messages, we have, I know I was a distraction from your pain, but in reverse. I feel like this is not necessarily they were your distraction from your pain, but they were the cause of your pain. Okay, but yes, so this is all I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I really hope that it helps you gain some form of insights, clarity, as well as guidance. Okay, if you do like it, please leave down a like and subscribe, because it will mean so much to me. Goodbye. Hi Capricorn, so let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So right off the bat, I can see that you're dealing with someone most likely from the past, okay? Or just as someone that it's kind of neglected you in a way in the past, at least. So we'll get down to that. Anyway, so in their feelings, we have the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, as well as the Hanged Man. The Ace of Wands has been clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, whereas the Hanged Man is being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles, and then both 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles is being clarified by the 10 of Cups. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because like the 9 and the 10, but at the same time, and the 9 and the 8, sorry. So what they're missing is just 1 pentacle or 2 pentacles to get the 10th, right? But instead of getting the pentacles, we got the cups. So earlier on I said like this person could have neglected you, this person was from your past most likely. I see that you do have a lot of history with this individual, and this individual is someone who most likely likes to structure their things out, to plan their things out ahead of time, or is kind of ambitious. Okay, it's kind of ambitious in life. They do have intense chemistry towards you and do find you very attractive, but there was a point of time, or at least right now, they do have an expectation of how their future will turn out to be like. Okay, and it feels like whatever that they have planned on doing, it didn't turn out to be that way, and it was all due to you. Like, you kind of showed them a different light, a different path where it's much more achievable, or at least a different path where it will be more emotionally fulfilling instead of working, instead of just staying single. So I see that you have kind of made them feel, okay, this person could not be just from your past or anything, or that the both of you could have been dating for quite some time, and nothing of that sort. Do take note that this is collective reading and it may or may not resonate with you, okay? But I feel like right off the bat, they had the expectation of being single and just working on their own stuff. But once they meet you, they kind of feel, wow, I want a family. I want long-term commitments. I want long-term partner. All of that type of stuff. But at the same time, they are kind of wondering if this is what they want. They're kind of analyzing things from different perspectives, considering the Hangman is over here, while trying to find the ultimate solution in a way or another. Okay, your person could be kind of logical, or could be kind of logical is the right word, I guess. It's just not a dreamer type. Like, they just want to analyze things over and over again before making a confirmation, before making a move. Yeah, not so much of a visualizer, I guess. A visualizer, is just such a word? Anyway, so how they perceive you to be like is the 8 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, as well as the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, but in reverse. So do take note that this is how they perceive you to be like. This is not how you really are. So just take it with a grain of salt. But they see you as someone that has your own obligations or your own demons to fight or anything like that. They see you as someone who's kind of insecure. Okay? Or is just very stuck in your own ways in a way or another. And like I don't know, it's like you do not see things from beyond your view, from beyond your own mind. And you're very patient in a way, in waiting for things to come, in structuring things and planning things out. But at the same time, these things that you have been carefully waiting for, patiently, carefully structuring it out, it's not coming to fruition. So maybe that's where the insecurities come from, because you don't feel like you deserve it. Like, maybe like you feel like you deserve it, but it's not coming. Why are you so bad at it? Why are you so terrible at it? Blah blah blah. Yeah, so it's very beyond love, but just take it as how it resonates, okay? So the future actions is being represented by the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, both in reverse, as well as the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Cups is being clarified by the Hierophant, whereas the 4 of Wands, is being clarified by the Tower in reverse. And the Hierophant, as well as the Tower in reverse, is being clarified by the Chariot. So what this tells me is that I feel like they will kind of make their own decision afterwards. They will not be very stuck in their own ways. They will kind of see what you can offer, like who you truly are. But the Trio of Pentacles kind of confused me. That's why I got to clarify, and I got the Tower in reverse. It's so weird because this feels like a love yet a career type of reading. It feels like the both of you are very determined to make something work in the finances, in your career wise. And the both of you could be at the same job, doing the same job and all of that, but it doesn't really mean that way. But there's something that they have of project with you, something of collaboration with you. They're kind of surprising changes to it, and this will continue on, okay, for those that resonates. But in terms of stability wise, yes, they're going to do it. They really want to have this stable future, stable outcome with you, but it feels like they're coming from the intention where it's not that genuine. Yes, it is genuine. There's commitments with the Hierophant over here, but it's not genuine. It feels like they are kind of being forced. The Chariot over here means a lot on like progression despite the negativity or the positivity. Just keeping a balance and following the flow of life. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse as well. Sorry, I got the Five of Swords to clarify the Ace of Cups in reverse because I got kind of confused. But remember earlier on I was saying that it feels like they're being kind of forced. It feels like they're doing it from an intention where they do not want to lose out, or they don't want to lose you in a way, you know. Or it's just like benefiting them and maybe for you as well. It's not coming from an intention of true, pure, genuine love, but more on strategy, more on planning. It's like planning for some reason. Okay, so channel messages, we have I am afraid to contact you. This will be resonating for those people that are not in contact with a person, of course. And it's like those that I've said, those that are dealing with a past person. Yeah. And then the timing just wasn't right for us. The same thing, you know, or just that the person that you're currently dealing with but initially didn't want to commit because they have things structured out in the long run, yet it's not happening. Yet you are with them, so that they kind of have to overanalyze things over and over again, playing things out. Is this what they really want? All of that. Then we have you don't know how hard it was to let you go in reverse. So trust me, it didn't really like hurt them. Like it's a very logical, very strategic planning to get you back, to be with you. It's like, oh, because I want a family. If I don't have someone to settle down with, then I'll be alone forever. It's like that. It's not coming from a pure intention of love, you know. It's just planning. It's like how they deal with life. Yeah, so this is all I have for you guys. I really hope that it resonates with you in a way or another. I know that it's quite difficult to digest. If you do enjoy this reading, please leave down a like and subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and you also can check out my future contents. So goodbye. Hi Aquarius, let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So right off the bat, I feel like the both of you are currently in conflict, having an argument, distancing yourself from them and them from you, you know, having a disagreement in general. So in their feelings, with the Nine of Cups over here, I feel like they are not being content. They're discontent, they're not emotionally stable, they do not feel good about themselves emotionally, and to consider that the Nine of Cups in reverse, it means all of that. And why is it? It's because of the Six of Cups over here. Six of Cups means memories, you know. Someone they have spent their time with, created memories with, their past in general, and I feel like it's you. The both of you could have separated recently, and with the Death in reverse over here, I feel like it's a suppression of a new beginning to come. Okay, I feel like once again the both of you have perhaps parted ways, ended things. If those that do not resonate with it, is coming to that. And how they see you is being represented by the Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, as well as the Five of Wands. So just want to let you know that this is how they see you. This is not who you really are, okay? So they see you as someone who's very defensive, someone who isn't afraid to cut them out, someone who isn't afraid to cut them out in terms of their words. Okay, so you could be quite blunt with your words, you could be quite harsh, you could be quite impulsive in terms of your words, your choice of words, what you're going to say, all of that. Five of Wands over here is depicting like a bunch of people fighting, you know, having a conflict, all of that. So it just shows to that, like, yes. And everything, this argument is happening really fast, rapidly. So the future action is being represented by the Queen of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups upright, as well as the World upright. So I feel like they will come back and to give you a form of closure, but the closure will turn out to be an argument once again, just a disagreement in general. And I feel like it's a lot like no, it's your fault, and no, it's your fault, blah blah blah, just exchanging it like this. The Eight of Cups upright is depicting someone that's walking away from an emotional attachment, and this is what I see. I feel like your person, if this energy continues, your person will walk away from this connection. As of now, they are trying to suppress this connection from dying out, but I feel like this energy is really heading towards that way. And let me tell you something, like our future is never set in stone. You can always change it. So it really goes to show like you should reflect what you're going to do. Do you really want to end this connection, or are you going to fight back? Are you going to fight for this connection, what I mean? So the word over here, based on this current energy once again, is that it's going to be a complete cycle. Instead of suppression, it's going to a brand new beginning, and a new cycle begins in terms of love for the both of you. Queen of Cups in reverse over here tells me that once again, it's not just about an argument, but your person could have some difficulties explaining themselves from their side, and to consider that you are being represented by the Knight of Swords upright. This is how they perceive you to be like. They feel like you always talk over them. They feel like you talk rapidly and fast, and you don't really give them a chance to speak. And you see that the Knight of Swords as well as the Queen of Cups, they both are facing a different side. So the both of you do not meet the middle ground, and it seems like the both of you are always having a disagreement. Whereas the only card that is facing their side is the Seven of Wands over here. What this tells me is that even when you do see them their way, when you do see things their way, you're going to be defensive, you're going to stand firmly to your ground, and not wanting to let them win in general. Like, not wanting them to have the last say. Okay? So channel messages over here, I got the we will be together again. Once again, this confirms that the both of you will be talking again, but based on this current energy, once again, I do not see a reconciliation. It's more on a closure, an explanation, but a closure that's not meant to be a closure. It's more on, I want to explain myself, please hear me out, I want to fight for this connection. This is what I'm getting from your person. But Aquarius, I do see that you are the one trying to cut them out, okay? So then we have, it was my fault, but I blamed you in reverse. I feel like your person doesn't feel that way, of course, else it wouldn't be. How do I say in reverse? It feels like your person doesn't even blame you. You get what I'm trying to say? Your person just, it's just kind of, I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I don't even want to pinpoint about whose fault, but I feel like in reverse, what this tells me is that your person is saying that you are constantly blaming things on them. Be it whether it's their fault or not, I'm not that sure, okay? So, I will wait for a sign from you in reverse. I feel like eventually your person will be tired of fighting back, or fighting for this connection. You get what I'm trying to say? Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Three of Cups. But I'm not getting like a third person connection, to be honest. But this could be for a small majority of you, small minority of you guys, where the both of you are fighting over a potential third person, a third party influence or connection. But what I'm getting more is that there will be supports of friends, okay? And even when there's a separation, once again supporting and once again socializing. Yeah. So this is all I have for you guys. I really hope that it helps you gain some form of insights and clarity, okay? If you do like it, please leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean so much to me. Goodbye. Hi Pisces. Let's see how your person is currently feeling about you. So in their feelings, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the High Priestess, as well as the Queen of Cups. So once I got the the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I got a message. And it's like okay, I don't know whether you guys know memes or not, but it's like, oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, so immediately I feel like this reading is pertaining to someone from your past coming back. Be it they have ghosted you, be it the both of you are in separation, all of that. A past person is coming back for sure. It's like a cycle that is refusing to come to an end. So it's being repeated, I mean. So once again, the feelings being represented by the High Priestess. Your person is someone that is very knowledgeable, okay? And especially with the Queen of Cups over here, it does indicate that they do want to nurture into this connection. They do have feelings towards you, and they want to offer you the cup, the chalice. So how they perceive you to be like is the Six of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords upright, as well as the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Cups upright to clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So before I begin with this, I just want to let you know that this is how they perceive you. This is how they perceive you to be like. This is not how you really are. So please take it with a pinch of salt, okay? So I see that your person view you as someone that is letting go of this connection, is moving on, but at the same time not really. They kind of see you as someone that is doing the, oh, I've already moved on. Yeah, bye. As a show, you get what I'm trying to say? But they see you as someone that is very cold towards them, is being very distant, and you're no longer working towards this connection that the both of you had. So what this tells me is that you most likely have put in a lot of initiative, a lot of effort to make the connection work, but you felt unappreciated, or that it wasn't going anywhere, and tada, they ghosted you, or that there was a separation, and no longer making things work in this connection, okay? And it's you as someone who has already left, but at the same time not really, if you get what I'm trying to say. So the future actions is being represented by the Knight of Swords, as well as the Chariot in reverse, as well as the Four of Wands in reverse. I don't really say this, but you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Okay, so it doesn't really have to be. It can be any signs as far as the elements go. But I see that your person will be coming back, and they'll be coming back soon. You will not be expecting it. They will be coming back fast. And they will be sending you a message. They'll ping you, but they're not even sure about what to say. It feels like an impulsive type of like a message. You get what I'm trying to say? It could be drunk text, or it could be like they miss you. And they say like, hey Pisces, like, I wonder how you are doing. But they can't delete it. Or that you suddenly went online and you see it. You know, it's that impulsive type of feeling. And the Chariot in reverse, as well as the Four of Wands in reverse. If a person was someone that wasn't willing to commit, I feel like this will begin. Like this will still continue. That's what I mean. But it feels like they want to message you, but they have nothing to offer. Okay? So it feels like the connection is not going anywhere, and it wouldn't have any form of stability. So as for channel messages wise, I knew exactly what I was doing in reverse. Yes, you just go around heedlessly like an aimless, headless chicken, you know. Like doing things impulsively and then most likely regretting it. Like, oh, what was I doing? I don't know. So like, I know I messed everything up, and so many things reminds me of you. Yep, definitely in separation, the both of you. The Three of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and it's the overall energy. This is what I see, is that there will be a new beginning in terms of you. It's something that you have already begun since the beginning. That's why it's a 3. It's not the ace. And you have been doing it alone, and you will be continuing to do it unless they have something stable to offer you with. So what I'm trying to say is that they will be coming back. If you're waiting for a message, they will be coming back. But my advice for you is to not wait. My advice for you is to continue your journey alone despite feeling lonely or whatnot. At least it is better to feel like comfortable with your own silence and presence than with someone that is not willing to give you 100%. Okay, Pisces, this is all I have for you. I really hope that you like it. If you do, please leave down a like and subscribe because it will mean so much to me. Goodbye.